Hello students, welcome to our economics class. In the last classes, we have discussed topics like income and wealth inequalities, causes as well as measures for reducing income and wealth inequalities. And then we have discussed a topic called as functions of NABARD, National Bank for Agricultural and Rural Development. Today's topic is about agricultural marketing. So, what are the defects in agricultural marketing? We are going to study in today's class, which is from unit number 5, that is agriculture sector, which is an important topic for 5 marks. What is the name of the topic here? Defects in agricultural marketing. So, what are the defects, what are the loopholes which we need to rectify in order to increase our agricultural marketing? So, this answer actually you need to write in a paragraph. So, I have divided a paragraph into 5 points. Let us see the first one, inadequate storage facility. We are not having sufficient facility for storage. Like whatever the crops farmers are growing, after growing the crops, after a certain period, the harvesting of the crops will be going on. After that, they'll take out the crops which they need to sell to the customers, and remaining excess amount that will be stored in storage house, which you also called as warehouse. Warehouse facility in the sense a place where goods are stored. So, we are not having proper storage facility. So, instead of separating the goods, how much is necessary for the consumers, they will send it to market, and how much excess amount is there or any extra amount of goods are there, that will be stored in the warehouses. But we are not having this facility. Yeah, we are having it, but it is not sufficient. What is the meaning of the term inadequate? Means it's there, but it's not sufficient. So, what will happen if there are no proper storage facilities? So, because of inadequate storage facilities, farmers are forced to sell the products immediately. Farmers are forced to sell the goods immediately after the harvesting, irrespective of the price and demand in the market. Irrespective of price and demand here means, for example, any of the seller, okay, any person who is doing selling activity, obviously he will have profit motive in his mind. Like whatever he is selling, he must get some profit from it. For example, the cost of production value, like you are growing crops, you require land, again you need to make that land fertile by using cattle rearing, different farmers and different machines, techniques, then you need to keep pesticides, then many kinds of chemicals, then you need to have proper seeds, you need to give proper water for it, irrigation facility must be good. After all these things, then you are going to get the final product, that is so and so rice crops, wheat, jowar, bajra, pulses, etc. So, whatever the cost is required for making this product, for making this good, that is called as cost of production. For example, if the cost of production is rupees 10, just imagine the cost of production of one good is rupees 10. So, will you sell it in 10 rupees only? No. Why? Because you won't get any profit from it. You have bought chemicals, pesticides, then you have supplied water, then you have bought seeds, then you have bought machinery, then you have hired labor for whom you are going to pay wages. These all things you have given from your pocket money, right? And if if you are selling at the same 10 rupees, then will you get any profit here? No, we are not getting any profit. So in order to get some profit, we must sell at little higher rate. Instead of 10 rupees, if I sell it at 12 rupees or 15 rupees, then I'll get some profit. That will be advantage for me, right? So this is about price. So they are selling immediately after harvesting, even though the demand is not there in the market. Like when we'll bring more products in our market, when the demand of the consumer is more, when number of people are ready to buy our products, then will increase our productivity. For example, if no one is coming to my shop and not buying anything, then will I bring that much of goods? No. How much is necessary? I'll bring only that much. Remaining excess amount I'll store. But are we having storage facilities? No, we are not having proper storage facilities, because of which farmers are forced to sell the products immediately after harvesting, irrespective of the price and demand in the market. They need to sell at less prices. The cost of production is 10 rupees, but if they sell at 8 rupees, then 2 rupees is loss for them. So because of this reason, farmers are taking loans from other persons. They are not able to repay it and they are coming into debt burden. Alright, so there are many problems when you are not getting proper profits in the market. So one of the reason why the price and demand in the market is less, okay, that is storage facility. So isn't it a defect in agricultural marketing? Yes. What is the first defect? That we are not having proper storage facilities, that is inadequate storage facilities. Coming to second point, inadequate transport facility. Farmers are forced to sell the goods to local traders, money lenders and commission agents at less prices than the market. Like the goods are produced in agricultural land. So we the customers, we won't go to the village and buy vegetables, right? We just go to our nearby market. So who is bringing the goods from agricultural land to the marketplace? With the help of transportation. But if this facility is not sufficient, not proper or inadequate, so can we bring the agricultural products to our markets? No, that is the first defect. Plus one more important thing is, there are local traders, intermediaries, like from agricultural land to the market. In middle there are intermediaries, okay, mediators you can say. So you need to pass by all these persons, then you will reach to the market. And when you pass through these persons, like the local traders, the money lenders and the commission agents, they will charge you more amounts. Okay, you need to pay charges to these persons also. Plus, when you bring those agricultural products to the marketplace, you have decided something in your mind that my cost of production was something 10 rupees, I will sell it to something 15 or 12. But these persons will not allow you to sell at that prices. Okay, they are forcing you to sell those products at lesser cost than the market prices. So the farmers are forced to sell their goods at less prices than the price which is prevailing in the market. So this is the second defect, that is inadequate transport facility. What was the first defect in agricultural marketing? That is storage facility. Then second is lack of transport facilities. Coming to the third point, farmers are cheated by the brokers and traders. Farmers don't have that much of idea about business. They are not business minded. They are very honest, right? And they are also innocent. So they are getting cheated by these cunning brokers and traders. They are charging excess of amount to them. They are making the farmers fool and charging more amounts, and farmers are getting into losses. So the third defect is farmers are getting cheated by the brokers and traders. Inadequate storage facility, inadequate transport facility, then the farmers are getting cheated by the brokers and traders. Coming to the fourth point, in mandis, farmers are deceived. Deceived means the same meaning as cheated. So the farmers are deceived by wrong weights and measures. They are deceived by wrong weights and measures. Like farmers will sell their products to the persons who are selling into the market. Farmers themselves will not come to the market because they are engaged in the agricultural work, right? They are engaged in their farmland. So they will sell their products to this mandis, where the persons who are selling are cheating the farmers by keeping wrong weights. Like suppose whenever we buy any vegetables, like they will be measuring with some kinds of measuring stones, 5 kg, 2 kg, etc. Sometimes we observe that the quantity which they are giving to us is less than what the measures they are keeping. They are saying I am giving 2 kgs of tomatoes, but it is less than 2 kg. So that is a loss to us. In the same way, farmers are also getting deceived by the wrong weights and measures. Sometimes you might have also observed that instead of the particular shape measuring stones, especially it will be of something this kind, 5 kg, etc. will be written on that. Sometimes when it is excess than that, they will use some small stones. So you don't know the actual weight of that. That means that is a wrong measure. But nowadays we are slowly improving and keeping electronic weighting machines, right? In that also certain setting is done by these persons. So how much we keep, again it will be showing that much of weight only. If I keep less than 5 kg, so this is something, that machine, and here I am keeping my vegetables. It is less than 5 kg, but here it is saying it is 5 kg. That means we are getting deceived, we are getting cheated by wrong weights and measures which are used by the sellers in the mandis, alright. Then last and fifth point, farmers need to pay waiting charges, then unloading charges, then charges for separation of impurities, and miscellaneous and unspecified charges, etc. Like there are many expenses for them. From the point the products, the goods are brought from the agricultural land to the market, they need to pay many charges in middle. What kind of charges? For the waiting, they need to pay charges, okay, waiting of goods. Then unloading charges means loading, unloading, I hope you know about this. Like filling the particular vehicle with goods, it's loading, and removing of all those goods and supplying it to the traders, that is unloading. For this also they need to make charges. Then again the charges for separation of impurities. If at all something impurities are there in that, in order to separate them and make it into pure, they need to again pay charges for that. And miscellaneous means small expenses, very small expenses, and unspecified charges. Specifically they won't say you need to pay for this or that. Directly they will be charging some excess of money for this or that reason. So in this way, farmers, already the farmers are in very poor condition. Okay, their family background is also very poor and they need to pay this many charges. Then imagine how much money will be left with them. So this is also a defect in agricultural marketing. So totally we have discussed 5 defects. First is inadequate storage facility, inadequate transport facilities, farmers are cheated by brokers and traders, then farmers are deceived by wrong weights and measures, then last and final, farmers has to pay many charges. So these are all the defects in agricultural marketing. In the next classes, we will discuss what are the measures for this defects. We'll be discussing in our next class. Till that, stay home, stay healthy and keep practicing.